Hey guys, what's poppin'? It's your boy here, and we back for some more Fire Emblem Heroes. So today what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a live run-through of Hall of Forms. Now, at this moment, I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to use a Forma Soul here. We have Brave Eliwood, who's really good. I think this guy is a sleeper, honestly. His refine was pretty cracked. Then we have the Summer Lynn. She's going to get a refine pretty soon. So there's no telling how good she's going to be after getting that refine. But at the moment, I would say she's not really a top priority. Then we have Pent over here. I think Pent is also a really good choice because his main weapon just lets him support the team by giving -1 special trigger to all your mages at the start of the turn. So he can be really pivotal to IP setups and things like that. Also, being infantry, you can give him stuff like Infantry Pulse, or even Canto Control, which would be really good. I don't have a single unit that has Canto Control, so if I were to add units like that, that would be really helpful. And then we have Eric as well. Eric is a pretty easy merge project to go for, so it's not tough to +10 this guy if you wanted to. And simply because of that, that already gives him some value in here. Because how are you going to +10 any of these dudes without wailing, right? So this guy could be solid as well. Let me just quickly take a look at how many Forma Souls I have here. Oh, where in the world did we end up just now? Hold on. Okay. Alright, so I have 2 Forma Souls at the moment. And the one reason I would have taken Eliwood for sure, but the one reason I'm kind of iffy on it is because of this. So where is my Eliwood? Let me just bring him up real quick. Where is Eliwood? Okay, here he is. So, I have him at plus speed. I think those are the IVs that I want to keep. And if I was to get the Forma and merge this guy into that one, I'm going to lose the IVs. So, is it really worth it? What skills could I possibly get on him that would be worth losing the IVs? I have Swift Sparrow 3 and Speed and Defense Near Trace already. Really, the only things I could think to give him are Menace, Surge Sparrow, and stuff like that. But he's already pretty built as it is. So, losing the IVs, I really wish that wasn't the case. I really wish that if you went for the merges into the Forma, you get to keep your IVs, or it would be pretty baller as well if you could just use the Forma Soul as fodder and pick up those skills on another unit. They really should let us just be more versatile with how we use that Forma Soul. Given that is, for the most part, it's a paid currency. They want you to buy the Forma Soul packs, right? Because that's the main way you're going to be able to get them, is by paying 30 smackaroos there to get a Forma Soul. But it is what it is, so let's just go ahead and get this show on the road. All right, we got Doge in the chat. What's up, Doge? He's saying hello. Wacky Warrior, also hello, Tacho. Hope that your August has been doing very well. We're about to exit August, so yeah, my August was fine, I guess. It was very hot, though, in New York. This heat has been killing me. And I'm a summer person, too. I like the heat. But this year has not been okay when it comes to heat. I guess we'll just throw Eliwood in harm's way. We're going to try to even it out between Eliwood and Pent getting the KOs here, because I'm not really sure which one of them I want. Alright, we got She-Ace, or is that Sue-Ace, in the chat. What's up, my man? How you doing? Funny Bunny says Speed Smoke 4 for double damage reduction. Yeah, that's an option, too. Or even Attack Smoke 4, give him the impact effect. So then he'd have damage reduction and the enemies can't do a follow-up. Wylia says, $30 can get me many gummies. Sis, do you think this month is going to be the month we get Legendary Deirdre? Is this going to be your month? I really hope that it is, because it seems like a lot of the joy of the game has just been sucked out of you. So if we could get that Legendary Deirdre now, I think now would be a good time too, because you got so many orbs saved up. All right, Wacky Warrior says, I had a decent birthday. Oh, happy birthday this month, but I understand you fully about the heat. As for me, we had a broken AC, so it was sufferable without it. Oh, that is not okay. If my AC broke, I'd be dead. I'd probably just melt in here. All right, Jonas Wesilius. I totally said that wrong. My bad, bro. What's the point in merging while making your Forma unit if it resets after using the Forma Soul? Oh, no, the merge level doesn't reset, but the IVs reset. And you're not allowed to use the Forma to merge into an ally or use them to take skills and fodder them into another ally. All right, we got the juicy refine right out the gates. Pretty good. Yeah, we're totally taking that refine. Usually when I play this, I like to let the viewers pick my skills, but given the fact that I might pick one of these units up, I just would rather get all the best skills that I can now while I have the chance. Ruben O says, I know Eliwood is the best pick, but honestly, I'll probably get Lynn because she's cute. the big brain strats right there. Ruben O is a true tactician. Pigeon Leader says, in 100% getting Lynn, gotta complete my Lynn collection. Yeah, that is true as well, I guess, because Lynn is a pretty rare seasonal unit. If you don't have her, you're probably not gonna get her, because it's not like it's a good idea summoning on her rerun banner. I have Crabs 56. Okay, bro, you might want to get that checked out. I'd love Deirdre with a silent staff. Deirdre, Elincia, and Larichel deserve healer alts. I agree. We do have a healer Larichel, but it's baby boo-boo Larichel. Elincia with a staff, that's one of the top priority wants for me and a lot of other people. And Deirdre too. Deirdre would be pretty interesting with a staff. I think the main thing I want to see from a new staff unit is give them a really aggressive staff. Like, give them Wrathful and Dazzling both in one, so the staff unit can actually run their B skill for something else. And then go nuts with it. Give them, like, Brave Attacking, Guaranteed Follow-Up, Effective Damage. I think that's what we need to see from a staff now. Kevin Lee says, I'm going to pick up Lynn. Got Whitecap, Rally, Deadeye, Catch, SD Trace, and Menace. Want Rain instead, but I'm satisfied with this build so far. That sounds like the good stuff right there. Funny Bunny says, I hate summer. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I like summer when I'm on vacation, because then I can just chill out and relax, but summer when I'm stuck at home, it just sucks. Alright, we got Mirror Stance there. Spur Attack. Yeah, that's kind of bad. I guess we could take the double rally here. We should probably be getting some skills on Pent. Yeah, let's give Pent some KOs here so we can get his weapon. Alright, that dude's got 16 attack, and then this dude, both of them have 16. So yeah, we can just go ahead and put him right there. I should have actually rallied him first before I did that. Whatever. It's not like we gotta worry about this level yet. Alright, Jonas says, would Lynn be better with Whitecap or Deep Blue? Absolutely, well... Huh. Whitecap isn't that hard to get, because Elincia was free. But her main weapon is gonna get a refine. Until we know what that weapon does when it's refined, I would say Whitecap is definitely her best choice. But I don't really know if you want to pick up Whitecap in here. Probably makes more sense to take like Spendthrift Bow or something harder to get. Usually what you want to do with the Forma unit is just pick up the rarest skills that you can that are also good. And then that way, when you go for the merges or like build them or whatever, you just give them the easy to get stuff later. Ender Knight says, is Pent a good pick if you don't want Eliwood? I would say, yeah, he is. It's actually debatable whether or not Pent is better than Eliwood, I would say. Because he does have some really good advantages himself. Whereas Eliwood is a really good, like, wall breaker. I was using Eliwood in ARO to just tear through Medeus. He's pretty good in Light Season there. And then as long as you get rid of Medeus, he's not going to activate Kanto Control after combat. So Eliwood is a pretty easy way to get rid of him. I guess we'll go for the perf weapon. Actually, Ideal would be pretty cool, because I have the rally already on Eliwood. But these base weapons they start you with are really bad, so I think I'm going to take the weapon. Alright, Chris Lee says, aside not getting skills for flying units in Hall of Forms is like pulling teeth. Yeah, the skills are still pretty tough to get in here. Okay, they already started with this Adrift Camilla nonsense. We're going to be seeing her a lot in the final floors too, so I guess here we go. Gabriel Raposo says, got Kanto Control on my Pent, should I keep it? I would say yes, absolutely. In fact, we have Summoner Duels S coming up in a little bit, and that's definitely the go-to choice for him in there, is having Kanto Control. He's going to be really good on ARD and Summoner Duels S, where you just need a bunch of units built up. If I manage to get Kanto Control on him, that's what I'm going to take too. You could also give, well, I was going to say just now, give him Times Pulse, but that's what he comes with by default. So it's not really necessary to do that. You want to make sure when you take these skills, you're not giving them anything that they already come with. Jackson Edgar. How do you keep getting orbs? I am running low. I have finished all the paralogs and nearly all the story on all the modes. Most of the orbs just come from playing the game every day. You just do your logins, do all the missions. Make sure you complete all the modes. Like, Tempest Trial is the biggest source of orbs free to play, I think. You get like 45 orbs in there. You gotta play every day in this mode, especially, like Hall of Forms. Every day you play, I think it goes back and forth between giving out some orbs and giving out dragon flowers. So, this mode is a decent source of orbs. And then also, of course, the new paralogs and stories and missions. But the real way, the big brain way to save orbs is to just not spend them. So just hoard your orbs until something comes out that you really want. Okay, we got Sturdy Stance, Obstruct, Deflect Magic. Okay, this is not really looking too good, but I guess Blue Flame for now, because we do have his weapon already. Probably what we want to go for here. Doge says he's trying to get Fallen Ike. Yo, I cannot wait to see what his refine is going to be. Fallen Ike with a refine, bro. Look at what they did to Legendary Marth. I guarantee you Fallen Ike is going to be in a similar boat after he gets his. Yeah, well, let me know in the chat, guys. Which refine are you looking forward to the most that we don't have yet? And for me, I think it might just be Fallen Ike. Because he's probably going to be the last chance we get to have a usable Ike for quite some time. Because we all know they botched it with the baby Ike. They didn't make him good enough. So, yeah, I think for sure Fallen Ike has the best chance to be the next best in slot Ike unit. Adam Barcelos says, I think you get 7 orbs from daily Hall of Forms and the extra from the chambers. Yeah, I haven't counted it, but that seems about right. Chris Lee says, that's why my friend did. He's sitting on 2,500 plus orbs. Yeah, that's what you want to do. the way to really play this game, especially if you're brand new, what I would recommend is just hoard your orbs until you get like 2,000 plus, and then wait for a really good legendary banner and just snipe one color and get a plus 10 on all 3 of the units. You're going to walk out like a boss if you do that. And it's going to be the biggest buff to your account there, because you're going to get legendary heroes, mythic heroes, and whoever else is on there at plus 10. It's just going to help you out in basically all the modes. Ender Knight says, I know it's super early, but Hoppy... Oh, I don't think they're going to refine Hoppy for now. She's already really good. Believe it or not, I like Hoppy more than the 2-page Delthea. I think Hoppy, with her effective against dragons, is in a better position right now. Oh, close salvo. That's pretty interesting on him. Yeah, I guess we'll go for that. I have been baiting with this guy quite a bit, so... Yeah, close salvo should be fine for us. Neo Phantom says, Winter Altina's my ace. I really want an Altina refine. Oh, we're coming up on the Mythic Altina refine pretty soon. I'm sure she's going to be good. It's going to be interesting to see what they do when they refine the duo heroes, though. Like, are they actually going to refine the duo skills as well? I believe the first duo hero who should get a refine should be Hector. Because Hector was the first one to come out, right? So, like, if they refine duo Hector, what are they going to do to his duo skill? Are they going to allow it to activate at the start of every other turn? Like, make it reusable? Or are they going to make it so that he can, like, target enemies in 3 rows and 3 columns? The sky's the limit. Or maybe they buff it from doing 20 damage to 40. Or something like that. Who knows? There's a lot of things they could do with him. Gary Costanza says Duo Ephraim. Oh, speaking of Duo Ephraim, he should... The next round of Hall of Forms is going to be Sacred Stones, right? So I feel like now that he's been demoted, it's not really a stretch to think he might be in the next round of Hall of Forms. It's not like he's Buster or anything. He's one of the older duo heroes. So him being in Hall of Forms, I think that would make a lot of people happy. Just being able to deck him out right there and just get a copy. It won't be too hard to merge him now that he's a demote. But then again, remember when we saw Brave Hector get demoted and everyone was like, oh, he's going to be so easy to plus 10 now? And nah, that's not really the case. Adam Barcelo says, Duo Ephraim in Hall of Forms would be insane. Yeah, I agree. And I think it's within the realm of possibility now. Alright, I guess we'll go for the rally here. We're getting kind of cucked in terms of skills, but it doesn't really get good until you get to Infernal. Funny Bunny says Noel in Hall of Forms. I'll have a good excuse to start using or start a second plus 10 copy of him. Yeah, Noel... They did Noel a little bit dirty, to be honest. Noel is one of the few units that can become the summoner class. And I feel like it was a wasted opportunity for them not to handle that. Because we have Tanith in the game. Tanith in both of the Tellius games was pretty OP. Because she could just summon a bunch of NPCs to fight for you. So I think it would be really awesome if we got a summoner class in this game. Where you could just summon NPC units to either make a choke point or just have them face tank a hit. Chris Lee says, wait, did base Armads get a refine? I don't believe Armad's got refined yet. I'm trying to think, like... I know the Valentine Hector and the Legendary Hector got their refines for Armads. But I can't recall if the base Armads got one. Adam Barcelo says Dire Thunder needs a refine. Yeah, it does. It's embarrassing that they don't want to refine that guy. He should have had his way long ago. But Insys is petrified of Reinhardt. I swear to God, they're going to refine him and he's just going to get Deathblow 3. They're going to give him like something super boring. Alright, Kevin Lee says base Armads does not have a refine. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I wasn't sure. Okay, we got attack and defense. Oh, wow, speed smoke already. I guess we might as well take that. Yeah, given that none of these are really all that great for him. Alright, we're looking pretty good here. We got some good stuff so far. Speed smoke on Eliwood, and then we got close salvo on this guy. Not really sure if I'm going to keep that, but in here for now, it's pretty solid. Alright, we'll go ahead and just bait with Pent. Just get the bait on Nano real quick. Mr. Cow says, I'm gonna get Lynn personally. She the only Lynn I missed. Yeah, that's another thing you could do with the Forma Soul if you're just trying to get one copy of everything and complete your Pokédex, so to speak. It's not a bad idea to pick up the seasonal units in here, because it is pretty rare to get them. Intel Core says, I'm holding on to like 6 Forma Souls for something good. Eliwood would have been one I got, but I already built him and hardly use him with the addition of Brave Erica and Brave Crom. I don't know, like, I still feel like Eliwood is kind of hanging in there still. Just because we have Brave Erica and Brave Crom, I think Eliwood is different enough from the rest of him that he can still hold his own for sure. He's a better damage reduction tank than Erica, because his damage reduction is on both phases. And also, his damage reduction isn't just for the first attack either. And then him with the effective against armor and or effective against beast and dragons. That's pretty rare. There's not a lot of units that do that. We got Napato in here. What's up, man? Hi, I love Eliwood. Yeah, I like Eliwood a lot, too. For a lot of us, he's the OG Lord that we first got introduced into the series with. Well, I guess maybe Lyn, but not really Lyn so much, because you play as Lyn as a Lord, but she's more like a tutorial character, so I would say Eliwood is probably the first real Lord that we get. Okay, we'll take Attack and Speed Menace for now. Seems like a good idea. Wiley says, what's so good? Potential build for Eliwood, like for AR defense. If you're going to run him in ARD, I would say take an A skill that buffs his attack and speed on both phases. Because you want to abuse his damage reduction, right? So, like, maybe Attack and Speed Solo 4 or Attack and Speed Catch 4 would be the best bets for his A skill. And then for the B skill, it's completely up to you. We got Flow Guard, we got Flow Refresh. I think the one from the Duo Roy should be in here as well. I forget what that one's called. I don't even remember what that one does. I think it nullifies your penalties to attack and speed and gives you null follow-up. Actually, no. Forget what I said about the flow skills, because this guy has null follow-up already. Yeah, he has null follow-up, so don't bother with those. Probably go for speed and defense near trace, I guess. And then what I said for the A skill, a dual phase boosting attack and speed thing. And then for his C, you either give him, like, you go for speed smoke 4, attack smoke 4, attack speed menace, speed defense menace, things like that. Our Funny Bunny says, Eliwood is my second or third favorite FE Lord. Oh, that's a pretty high ranking for him. I don't know if I like Eliwood more than Roy. It's tough to say, because I actually like Fire Emblem 6 more than 7 as a game. But as far as which character I like more, is it father or son? Because Roy is kind of booty until you get the Sword of Seals. He might be the worst lord ever, actually, until you get the Sword of Seals. And then the Sword of Seals is so awesome that he just, for the last part of the game, he becomes really awesome. But Eliwood is kind of okay from start to finish. I think I might like Eliwood a little bit more. Maybe. But Roy is also a G. He gets all the girls, right? So that's another plus in his favor. I guess we just go for the merge here. Maybe I'll take Steady Blow, actually. Yeah, I guess we'll take Steady Blow. FE6 is just a bootleg FE5, bruh. You trying to start something? Them's fighting words. I really don't like FE5. I know that might be a hot take to some, but FE5 is like the wonkiest Fire Emblem game. It's just so weird. Like, Warp is so busted. There's no balance. I believe level 20 is the cap. You can't even... You promote and you're still at level 20. It had cheat codes too. There was a cheat code you could put in at the start of the game. It's like one of the weirdest Fire Emblems. But I don't give it enough credit though, because I will say this about Fire Emblem 5. It does at least set the groundwork for the Game Boy Advance games, which I think are the three most solid. Because they took basically the map designs, the sprites, the art style, and all of that. So Fire Emblem 5 did at least basically get all the groundwork done for the GBA games. Drago says, beat by beat, FE5 is better. Well, I'm not going to argue with you, man, but my personal preference was FE6. I like the balance. I think FE6 might be the most balanced in terms of difficulty. Because you really have to abuse the terrain bonuses at the start of the game. I remember the enemy bosses sitting on the thrones would just keep on healing so much health, and they had like a crap load of evasion just from being on the throne. So it's a really fun one, and I would say it's fairly balanced. I don't really have a problem with the balance in that one. And then I would say the least... Actually, Fire Emblem 5 might just be the least balanced, in my opinion. So, yeah, it's like... If you're in it just for the gameplay, then I would say 6 is a better experience. But if you're in it for story or anything like that, then... That's just going to come down to preference, which game you like the story the most in. I would probably give it to Tellius. It doesn't feel like they're going to top Tellius' story anytime soon. If you guys haven't played the Tellius games, I recommend it 100%. Those are the two best games I've ever played. Like, not just counting Fire Emblem, but in general, I would say they really were onto something when they made the Tellius games. The story is so good. Like, you've never seen a story as good as the one in Tellius. Trust me. Alright, Ludger Krez says, I have some great skills on Eliwood already, though there's some skills missing. I have Surge Sparrow, Speed and Defense Near Trace, Tag and Speed Menace, and Ruptured Sky already. It's weird to build him in Hall of Forms. Yeah, I would say those are probably the ideal go-to skills. Surge Sparrow is either replaceable or the choice, depending on what you're looking for. Adam Barcelo says, if I could emulate on my 3DS, I would try Teleus for sure. Yeah, that is a problem now, right? Trying to buy the Teleus games. I think Radiant Dawn was $250 plus the last time I checked eBay. And that is not okay. I bought that game, I think it was like $50 when I bought Radiant Dawn. I remember it clearly. It was the day the game came out. My sister was going to the supermarket. She asked me if I wanted anything. And it was kind of a long shot to ask this, but I was like, there's this new game that came out today. And my sister's really nice. She always, like, treats me really nicely. So, the GameStop that is in my area is right next to the supermarket. So I was like, if you'd be kind enough, sis, would you, after you go to the supermarket, go to GameStop and get this game for me? And to my surprise, she actually did it. She came back and she had Radiant Dawn. I just spent the whole weekend playing it. That was like, that was one of the best family moments I've had. Alright, Nor, yo, Castlevania OST, yup. We gotta rock the Castlevania music. Spoiled Tacho, yeah. I guess I am, right? Yeah, my mom and my sister spoiled the hell out of me when I was a kid. I remember also when Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire first came out. I think it was on a Friday. My mom came to pick me up from school. And then, like, I don't know why. She just wanted to surprise me. And she took me straight to Toys R Us. And we just bought Ruby and Sapphire. And we went home. I might have did something good, though. I think I might have did really good on a test or something. I was very well behaved that time, during that time period. And she's just like, okay, he's a good kid. Let me get him this game. It was pretty wild, though. That was another one of those moments where you're just like, okay, I love my family. Alright, let's see here. We have Defense and Res Catch. We have Gale Force. I guess we'll go for Gale Force. Funny Bunny says my mom buys most of my games. Yeah. When you're a kid, that's how you get games, pretty much. You just hope your family members are nice enough to buy them. Because let's be real, you're a kid, where are you supposed to get any money from? It's not like we grew up in the 1940s where you could just go around the block mowing lawns to try and make money. So we had to do it the hard way. Mr. Cow says, I never understand why Zelgius doesn't have his red armor in Fae. Yeah, that's a good question, honestly. They legit just spoiled the whole thing about him. They spoiled a lot of things in this game. I don't know why. It's like they just don't care about spoilers or something. But Zelgius being the Black Knight was a huge deal. Because it was such a mystery in Path of Radiance. You're like, who is this guy? We don't know who the Black Knight actually is. And then finally, you make it to Radiant Dawn and they just tell you who it is. And it's kind of a shocking reveal, too, when it happens. He's the last guy you would expect to be the Black Knight. And it just comes out of nowhere. So I thought it was kind of weird that they would just spoil that in this game. Alright, we got the Russian dude. What's up, man? Yo, your family bought you games. In my case, I had to use the mighty piggy bank. Oh, yeah, that's... I'm sure that's how most people did it. Oh, wow. Funny Bunny's mom plays Fire Emblem, and that's how he got into it. Or she. I don't know if it's a he or a she. I think Funny Bunny actually said they were a female in one of the other streams. If memory serves anyway. Yeah, that's really cute. When you have family members that play games with you. I never really had that growing up. Big freckled ears. It's because they know no one can afford the games, so they don't think anyone's gonna play them. I guess. Yeah, that's probably true. That's definitely how it was in the old days. Like, in the Super Nintendo days, the games were just... I don't even know what to say. A lot of them were just straight up bad, like garbage bad. You'd go into the store, you'd see a really cool box art for a Super Nintendo game, and you'd be like, oh, I want to play this. And then you drop like $50 to buy it. And you take it home and you have a travesty. Oh, cross spur attack. That's pretty cool. Man, we don't really have an ace skill, though. I would take Ninja Naginata, actually, but I mean, let's be real. Even if I take this guy as a Forma, when am I ever not going to use his weapon? Chris Lee says, my dad played Spyro with me. Oh, that's a throwback. Spyro was my game when I was a kid. Both Spyro and Crash. I've told this story before on stream, but I was a PlayStation baby. My very first console was PlayStation 1. I shouldn't say my first, though, because I had played Super Nintendo. My sister had Super Nintendo. So, technically, the first console I ever played was Super Nintendo. And the first game I ever played was Super Mario World. But I didn't have a console of my own until PS1. And all the classics, like Spyro, Crash, Parappa. I love Parappa. I adore that game. What else was there? PS1 had so many good gems. I'm trying to think of, like, all the other ones. I don't want to throw out the RPGs, right? Because everyone knows Final Fantasy, Chrono Cross, stuff like that. I think Xenogears was another good one on PlayStation, but I was playing mostly like platformers back then. So Spyro and Crash. Ape Escape was another one. I remember that one. Let me know in the chat, guys. What was your first video game console? And by extension, what was the first video game you ever played? Okay, we got Attack and Speed Menace. I'm not sure if I want that more than Speed Smoke right now. The dodge has been coming in clutch here. This is interesting. Maybe we'll go for Menace. Just get a little change of pace there. Alright, we got... King Kong says, did you play Tarzan on PS1? No, actually, I didn't play Tarzan, but I played... They had a lot of Disney movie games on PlayStation, I remember. I remember The Lion King I played, and also A Bug's Life. And believe it or not, A Bug's Life was kind of fire. It was a very, very interesting platformer for the time. Because you actually build the platforms to use in that game. It's very unique. I don't think we've ever had another platform game like that. But yeah, I was a big fan of that game. Gabriel says, my first was Master System and N64. Alright, bringing it old school. I never had N64, so I missed the bus on a lot of really good N64 games. Like, the Zelda games were really good for the time. This is why I can never get into an argument about what game is the GOAT. Like, what is the GOAT video game? A lot of people always like to throw out Ocarina of Time. But for me, during that time period, I was busy playing Castlevania. I was playing Symphony of the Night. And to me, that is probably the GOAT game, I would say. Because just considering the time it came out, how good it is today still. Like, Symphony of the Night is still one of the best action RPGs ever. The soundtrack holds up. Everything about that game holds up. Whereas Ocarina, it does feel a little bit dated now. Ocarina did not hold up well. Wiley says, what about PS2? Yeah, I had PS2, of course. I remember when PlayStation 2 came out, dude. If you didn't have a PlayStation 2 when it came out, you were a nobody. That was the console to end all consoles. What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets. I was brought here by humans who wish to pay me tribute. Tribute? You steal men's souls and make them your slaves. Perhaps the same could be said of all religions. I love that line. Dude, the voice acting in Symphony is so good. That game is timeless. Okay, let's see here. We got Defense and Res Menace. We got Rouse Attack and Res 4. Attack and Res Form, that's pretty good. We have Attack and Res Ruse, which is also pretty good for right now. Lull Attack and Speed, and then... what do I want to give this guy? Let's see here. I think the Seal is probably the best choice right now. Yeah, we're going to get more stats out of the Seal, I think, than any of the other things. So we'll go for that. Any Artist says, I had a game made by Rockstar before Rockstar was a different company. I had a game called Body Harvest, and it's GTA, but Nintendo edition. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, a lot of companies, like back in the day, they were jumping ship because the market for video games back then wasn't really as set in stone as it is today. So, like, nowadays, you think Naughty Dog, you always equate them to being on PlayStation, right? But, like, back in the day, all the companies would just put out a game on whatever console they wanted. It was just whoever was giving them the better deal. So, like, I remember Rare, the guys that made Donkey Kong, they also made games on Xbox later on. Konami was all over the place. Konami fell from grace. What happened to Konami? They used to be so good. They had Metal Gear Solid and Castlevania and stuff. And now Konami just... it's like they don't even care about video games anymore. Alright, Russian Dude says, PlayStation 1 Spider-Man. Anybody? Oh, bro, I love the PlayStation 1 Spider-Man. The intro, like, reggae rap to the Spider-Man song is so... That shit is fire, bro. Look up the intro. If you've never heard it, look up the intro to the PS1 Spider-Man. That song is a bop, bro. Andy Hendershot says Plinko. Pad Q says, Ayo, I remember playing Time Crisis on the PS2. I think Time Crisis was an arcade game at first, right? I may be remembering that wrong. I never really went to the arcade, to be honest. That was like kind of an 80s thing, like late 80s, early 90s. So that was when I was still like a baby. So I never really went to an arcade, but by the time I was like 7 years old, the Game Boy was the new thing. We were playing Pokemon Red and stuff. So yeah, I kind of missed the jump on arcades and stuff. Pedro Torres says, Buck Bumble's theme from N64 is fire. I don't know what that is, man. I'll probably check it out, though, after this. Terrell Scott says, Konami also owns Bloody Roar for some reason. I can't imagine why. Yo, Konami, the way that Konami handles their IPs, it's just like aggravating, man. They don't give their IPs any respect whatsoever. Unlike Capcom. Like, Capcom is pretty solid with their IPs, the way they handle them. Mega Man was pretty top tier back in the day. We transitioned from Mega Man into Battle Network. I still think Battle Network 3 is... It might be the best game on the Game Boy Advance, which is saying a lot, because, of course, the Game Boy Advance is a clinic. And then we got Monster Hunter later on. I love Monster Hunter. I have like over 2,000 hours on Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. So that just goes to show I love that game. I got Rise and Sunbreak. I've been playing Sunbreak a little bit, but it's been kind of rough lately. Just finding the free time to play console games. It's these gachas, man. The gachas are killing me. I play too many gachas. Alright, Rayzen says, "Hey Tacho, I'm surprised that I'm on VOH and haven't gotten a replay today like at all." Oh, Vault to Heaven, huh? Yeah, usually what I like to do is wait till I get a rematch or a defense, and then that's when I'll go ahead and play for the day. Because you're putting yourself less at risk to fight somebody strong that way. Any Artist says, PS1 Spider-Man is 60s Spider-Man. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. I used to watch the old Spider-Man cartoon, but like, if you had told me the 90s PS1 Spider-Man game was from the 60s, I would not have known that. Chris Lee says, "You play Monster Hunter, Tacho? What's your favorite monster?" Mine is Glavenus. I have a lot of favorites, actually. Dude, the monsters in Monster Hunter are so awesome. Let's see, who's a cool fight that I really like? Nargacuga's pretty cool. Fatalis is probably my favorite. I think the Fatalis boss fight at the end of Iceborne might just be the best boss fight ever. Like, straight up. That was the most fun I ever had doing a boss fight in any video game. So I might actually just give it up to Fatalis for that. But for, like, lesser monsters, who else is really cool? I guess Glavenus is pretty cool. I like Devil Joe a lot, too. Devil Joe is like the Japanese Godzilla. And then Glavenus is like the American Godzilla. That's the comparison I like to make with those two. I would love to see a turf war between those two. Alright, Sam Young says, "If we're talking Marvel 90s cartoon intros, you gotta mention the X-Men one." Yup. Oh, dude, the Japanese X-Men intro for the 90s one is so good. I don't even know why. It's like for no reason that intro is really good. And then X-Men, what was it? X-Men Evolution? I think that was the sequel cartoon. X-Men Evolution goes hard. I have not seen that show in a long time. Smoke MK says, "What is your favorite Pokemon game?" Oh, that's a tough one. Well, I like a lot of them, of course, but what would be my favorite one? Probably X and Y. I think the Mega Evolution thing was their best concept that they added. Because now it seems like every game they do, they're trying to add a new concept to the battling. And they did Mega Evolutions in X and Y, and then they did Z attacks in Sun and Moon, and then they did Dynamaxing in Sword and Shield. I think Megas were just better than all the rest of those. And people really, like, it's very vocal that people want Megas to come back. So I don't know why they haven't done that yet. And now they're having a new thing in Scarlet and Violet too. They're having the... what is it? The crystal thing that you do where you turn into a crystal type or whatever it is. I'm probably not explaining it very well. But the new thing from the new games doesn't really look as interesting to me as Mega Evolutions did. I think it's called Terratypes. I could be wrong, though. Alright, Pad Q says, bro, I told you Japanese X-Men, them was unnecessarily hard. It was the best collab of Japanese and American studios working together. Even better than G.I. Joe. Yeah, dude, the cartoons in the 90s were so hard. The action ones. You guys ever seen SWAT Cats? Somebody, I swear to God, somebody in the chat has to know what I'm talking about with SWAT Cats. That was my absolute favorite cartoon as a kid. The intro to SWAT Cats is so good. That guitar solo goes so hard, man. Russian dude says, Pokemon Valencia, I mean, Pokemon Spade. Yeah, so far so good looking at the new Scarlet and Violet. I think the new games look like they're going to be pretty good. Especially being open world. I think that's a much needed change for the series. We have needed open world Pokemon for so long. And it's really nice to finally get it. Sam Young's SWAT Cats. Oh my god, I had forgotten. Yeah, SWAT Cats was so good, bro. How do I even describe SWAT Cats? Like, what would be the best way to describe that show? It's like... that show is so ahead of its time, too. The more I think about it... because cartoons at the time weren't really doing stuff like that. Like, to have action cats just kicking ass, flying in a jet fighter. Such a creative show, man. Alright, Pad Q says, I think I played them on the Vita. And co-op, I'm very hyped. Yeah, I'm really hyped for the co-op, too, in the new Pokemon. Looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. I might do like a live stream co-op with me and a bunch of other Fate-tubers. We'll like do a co-op run of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet when it comes out. I think that'd be pretty fun. Adam Barcelo says, who remembers KND? Oh, I remember. Yeah, Kids Next Door. I love that show. Kids Next Door, man, that's one I haven't... like, that's been locked away in the deepest part of my memories. Wow. Yeah, that's a throwback, man. You'd never see shows like SWAT Cats today anymore. Yeah, Chris. You look at the action cartoons of today, and they're just so... not it, man. It's like not even action. They're trying too much to be comedic as opposed to just being badass and awesome. Like, what's a good example? Let's think here. I guess, like, Steven Universe, is that an action show? Maybe that qualifies. Adventure Time, kind of like an action show. But, bro, they don't hit as hard as they used to. The violence was up there. Like, they had a lot of violence in the old ones. They don't do violence on cartoons anymore for kids. The art style, too. I'll always prefer hand-drawn animation to, like, computer CG animation. I think you get more details with the hand-drawn stuff. Rubino says, yeah, cartoons now ain't really that great. Cartoons today suck. Funny Bunny just straight up outed them all. Oh no! Elliewood died. What happened? That's not good. If Elliewood dies, we're in big trouble here. And now she has Wings of Mercy. Okay. God damn it, Faye. I turned around to look at chat, and look what happened to us. Alright, well, that's our first loss of the day. Not a big deal. We're getting pretty close to the top anyway, so shouldn't take too much longer in here. Alright, Nolan says, Ben 10 action show. Oh, I remember Ben 10. I didn't really watch that show, but I remember it was pretty popular at the time. A lot of people enjoyed it. Any artist says, some shows look like South Park or Toy Story 1 animations. Oh, do they? South Park, I don't know if I would say South Park is quality animation. It's mostly just to be comedic. But Toy Story 1 at the time it came out was really high quality for the time. The first Toy Story movie is like... A lot of people consider that to be the best animated movie ever. And I don't really know if I would argue that. Me going howdy... You know how I always introduce and say, like, howdy, howdy, howdy? I literally got that from the one shark dude in Toy Story. Where he puts on Woody's hat and he goes, howdy, howdy, howdy. Toy Story 1, man. That's a groundbreaking movie. Alright, Any Artist says, Ben 10 was amazing. I remember me and my friends role-playing, and we all had the watches pretending, oh, those are the days, right? Sounds like a lot of fun. Ben 10 was better than it was supposed to be. I'm sure it was, given how many times they brought it back. You know how many series we've had for Ben 10? Oh, we got Joint Drive Attack. That's interesting. I'm still trying to get a better ace skill for this guy, but the ones we have here aren't really good enough. I'll just go for the merge again. Yeah, I think Ben 10 had like 5 different spin-off shows. Ben 10 was super popular back in the day. I think Ben 10 came out like right on the cusp of Avatar and stuff. So like Avatar, The Last Airbender was out. And that really blended the mix of American animation with anime. So stuff like that was really popular back then. And Ben 10 just like rode the hype train. I remember Teen Titans also was around that time. Teen Titans, another really good action anime. Or, I guess, cartoon that looks like anime. Alright, Synchro Melon says Buzz in Lightyear looks like he turns off his body cam. I didn't see Lightyear. I heard it was kind of bad, not gonna lie. Okay, really what I want to do here is get rid of Camilla. But she's not making that easy on me. Let's go after Luke first. It's a good thing I have Gale Force on Elliewood here, so we can... Let's see, who do we want to take out? Let's go for Lachesis here. Oh, we got guarded? How do we get guarded there? Does she inflict guard? Or did Lachesis have guard and I just wasn't paying attention? Okay, now we're going to meat shield. We kind of have to. Because I think Raven is going to one-shot Elliewood here. And then if Camilla attacks Pent, we're just done. Yeah, exactly. She just goes straight after Pent. Damn it, Camilla. I don't know if our damage reduction is going to be good enough now. We only reduced 1 point of damage there. Yeah, we got cucked by Lachesis having guard. I should have been paying more attention to that. Pad Q says, don't know if it counts, but Regular Show was a banger. Oh, Regular Show was after that, though. Regular Show came out way later. It was probably good, but, like, I'm trying to talk about, like, retro stuff, you know? Chris Lee misses OG Teen Titans. The last episode of Teen Titans hits right in the feels. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Because I know they brought back Teen Titans with Teen Titans Go, and it's a completely different show. It's like not even in the same realm as the first series was. So what people were hoping for, I think, was to get a sequel to the first show, because it ends on such a cliffhanger. And that is absolutely not what we got. So I think most of the hate towards Teen Titans Go is because of that. Like, people just wanted a true sequel to the OG Teen Titans, and that's not what they got. Like, Teen Titans Go is just a comedy show. So yeah, I don't know. I'm still waiting on that actual sequel to Teen Titans if they ever want to do it. Teen Titans were my favorite show. The remake makes me sad. Yeah. Synchro Melon probably knows what I'm talking about then. Like, how they did Teen Titans so dirty. Rubino says, Teen Titans Go is a joke, honestly. Yeah, I mean, it's a comedy show, right? So, yeah, they are playing it up as a joke. But it would have been real nice to just get the actual Teen Titans. Man, this sucks. Rajat is just here causing so many issues. If I could do something to, like, prevent Rajat from attacking Elliewood here, I think we'd be okay. There's not really anything I think I can do, though. Yeah, like, this is the best move I can think, is just get rid of her. Pray that they let me body block her, and then find some way to deal with these two. I'm pretty sure Rajat's gonna attack Elliewood, yeah. Because she has effective damage on him. Man, that sucks. And there's no way we're gonna be able to take out Sophia with Pent. Alright, Pad Q says, the animated Star Wars movie was really good. Okay, there's two animated Star Wars shows that were really good. One of them is the OG, like, cartoon Clone Wars from the 2000 era. I'm not talking about the one where they had the CG animation, but, like, the hand-drawn Clone Wars. That was a really good cartoon. And they had 2 series of that, so that was really good. But, if you're talking about the movie that came out in theaters, I don't really remember seeing that one. Or I probably saw it and I just forgot what it was about. But I do remember there was an animated Star Wars that came out in theaters. And it didn't really do so hot in terms of sales. Funny Bunny says they have no idea what Chad is talking about. Yeah, Chad is kind of all over the place right now. We're talking about a whole bunch of stuff. Mostly, like, old cartoons, though. I wonder if I put Pence over here. Could he bait Nino? I don't know if that's safe. Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill her in one hit. So I guess what we do is just put Elliewood there to bait Oscar. Jaden D says Avatar was amazing. Yes, it was. That show was so good. I remember when Avatar came out, I was, like, making fun of people that were watching anime. For, like, no reason. I was just, like, starting shit. I was like, Avatar is better than your favorite anime. I would, like, piss people off by saying that. Okay, let's go ahead and let's put Lynn over there so that Nino can't just come at Pent, like, right at the start. Yeah, so we can take our time with them instead of, like, just getting jumped by them. Pad Q says, I blame Power Rangers and Teen Titans for my taste in women. Oh, dude. Power Rangers... Who was the waifu in Power Rangers? I can't remember. Was it the Pink Ranger? Or was it the... I can't remember if it was the yellow one or the pink one that was really cute. I think those were the two girl Rangers, though, right? The yellow one and the pink one. And then in Teen Titans, like Starfire and Raven. Yeah, people want to ask, like, why my generation is so into waifus. It's because of all the cartoons that were just, like, shoving waifus in our face. You could not escape the waifus back then. They were everywhere. So if you want to know why we're so into waifus, there you go. We were pre-exposed to waifus before we even before we even grew up. We were already adoring waifus. Funny Bunny says, I never made fun of anyone for watching anime. Instead, I was the one getting made fun of for watching anime. Oh, that's a rip. I'm sorry, Funny Bunny. That's a rip. Yeah, I know the feels. I never got bullied or anything, but, like... Let's just say a lot of the things I was into when I was in high school weren't really, like, cool. Not to say anything you do is uncool or anything like that. I mean, just do whatever you want, right? But... street cred, or... I guess that's what you should call it, right? Street cred? That was a big deal for me back when I was in high school. So, like, I would keep it on the down low that I played, like, Pokemon and stuff. I remember I went to a VGC for Pokemon back in... I can't remember what year it was. It might have been, like, 2007 or 2008. And I was, like, sneaking around. Like, I didn't want anyone to see me. Because, like, if somebody saw me at that VGC, it would have been the end of my life. Chris Lee says, I got bullied for liking Godzilla and dinosaurs. Bro, I was the biggest Godzilla fan when I was a kid. We had Blockbuster, like, right up the block from my house. And this was before Blockbuster got out of business, right? But... we used to go there it was like an event, going to Blockbuster to rent a movie. It was like you're going to an actual event. It was like something you would do for the whole day. You go with your family, you go there, and it was fun. Like, Blockbuster, you guys, these days, you're not going to understand what it was like going to the rent a movie store or whatever it was. I know they had a bunch of them besides Blockbuster, but, like, Blockbuster was the one that we used to go to. So, we would go there, and they had, like, the pictures of the movies so you could see what you were renting. And I saw... what was the one I saw? I think it was Godzilla versus the Smog Monster. Was the first one that I ever saw. Because that was the one. They had the picture of it right on display. So, I rented that movie. What a first movie to see, by the way, for Godzilla. That one, like, that's one of the wonkier ones. But I watched it, and... I was so hooked on that shit. Like, just Godzilla stuff. I rented... they had basically all of the movies there. But the first one I rented was the one that I just said. So, like, over the course of the next couple of months, I just rented out all of their Godzilla movies and just watched all of them. Wiley says, the popcorn smell entering Blockbuster. Yeah. Y'all are not going to have a clue what we're talking about. I miss Blockbuster. Not so much just, like, renting movies, but the experience of it. It was just so much fun. And it's something lost in time. We're not really going to be able to experience that ever again. Alright, Lindius, what's up, man? I'm almost late. What's good, Tacho? Yeah, I would say you're pretty late here. We're like just about to wrap up here. This is the what is this? Like the second to last fight or something? We're getting very close to the end, is all I know. Russian dude says, Tacho the oldie starts his speech. I'm younger, but I always feel older than everyone because the way I talk with people. Alright, Sean Trainer, hello Tacho, how are you? I'm doing pretty good, man. Glad you could make it to the stream, Sean. We're talking about, like, oldie stuff here. Okay, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to let Bartrey initiate, or actually, no, I have Gale Force, right? This guy doesn't have guard. I should just go ahead and attack him right now. What I was going to do there was let him attack me, and then I would attack him on the next phase to make sure that I win. But I had Gale Force there, so we were good. Alright, Pad Q says, bro, the OG Mecha Godzilla was a banger. Yeah, that's my favorite one, by the way. The original Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla is my favorite one out of all of them. That movie is so wacky, bro. Like, the world gets taken over by space gorillas. Literally space gorillas. They're like Japanese people wearing gorilla jumpsuits, and they come to take over the world. And they have Mecha Godzilla as their weapon. That movie is a trip, man. Highly recommend it. If you've never seen any Godzilla movies, that's the one I would recommend. The original Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla. Alright, what are we going to do here? Let's see. Cross spur attack, pretty good. I think we'll go for the merge, though. Let's just get a quick merge on this guy. And then we got 2 more floors, and we're out of here. Alright, Zelgius might be a threat here. I don't know. Because he's got panic. We'll give it a try. I think we can rely on Eliwood to get rid of him. Pad Q says, I'm sorry, but I'm that kid that liked Monster Zero as a name. Monster Zero sounds way cooler than his actual name. I'll give him that. Monster Zero or King Ghidorah? What would you rather call him? Monster Zero, obviously. Rodan has always been my favorite Godzilla monster. Oh, Rodan is cool. I liked him in the old movies. In the newer ones, he wasn't as cool because, I don't know, the old Rodan costume was really awesome to me. Oh no, we got jumped. This dude had lunge. I did not expect... I didn't think he was going to have lunge. Okay, great. Now we're in trouble. And now we got to rely on Pence here. Bro, sadly, I'm into mecha, so even with people who like anime, they don't understand me when I say Gurren Lagann or Mazen Kaiser. I don't know what that one is. Or just Get a Robo. I feel so old. Yeah, I was never really into mecha. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wasn't into mecha, but I was into, like Godzilla. I don't know why. Because typically, the people that are into Godzilla are into mecha as well. But I don't know. I got into one. I didn't really get into the other. Alright, later, Funny Bunny. Glad you could stop by and reminisce down old memory lane with us there. Annie Artist, I'm with you, bro. I love Getter Robo and Mazen Kaiser. I don't know what Mazen Kaiser is. I've never heard of that one. I've heard of like Zone Fighter and like all the old... Like the old Robo stuff, I've heard of those, but it's a shock that I haven't heard of that. Mazen Kaiser. What's the other one? Like Ultraman, I know Ultraman. Zone Fighter, Kamen Rider, that's another popular one. Is Kamen Rider even mecha, though? That's more like... What would Power Rangers fall into? I would say that's more what that is. Mazen Kaiser's SKL is such a banger. Watch it. It's on YouTube. Same as Macross. I'll check it out. Mage General versus Mage General. Pent once again proves superior. Yeah, it's a shame what happened to Pent, right? Poor Pent and Luis, man. What did they die in an avalanche or something? I can't remember if they died in an avalanche or what it was, but they died before FE6. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the final round, and of course, the final boss herself has to show up. Doesn't look too bad. As long as we can get rid of Micaiah before she initiates on Eliwood, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we should be able to win this one. Famous last words, but I feel pretty good about this. I don't know if they move first on this map, though. Let's see. Okay, yeah, they do. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get rid of Frederick first. Just take him out of here. Big O. Oh, dude, Big O. I remember Big O. That one was on Adult Swim. Yeah, I used to watch Adult Swim. Why do I hear boss music on this floor? Yeah, it's because the boss is here. The boss herself. I think maybe if I put Lynn there, they're going to go for her. Because Hinoka has effective against flyers, so I believe she's going to attack Lynn if I just put her there. Let's hope so. Okay, no, Sophia went after Lynn. Wow, Sophia's attack animation is pretty good. I forgot how good that was. Alright, let's go after Sophia here. And what should we do about Hinoka? Let's see. I guess we'll just get Pence out of the way and we'll go ahead and put Eric right there. I'm pretty sure she's going to attack Eric. Yeah. Alright, so we're golden here. Adam says, that was Canis. Pence and Luis just had kids and chilled out. Oh, they didn't die? That just goes to show how long it's been since I've played. Yeah, it was Canis who died in the avalanche, right? R.I.P. Canis. Maybe Tacho has seen Mega's XLR. Yeah, I have seen that show. That one's funny. I like that one. That counts as Mecha, though, right? Okay, so I shouldn't say I don't like Mecha, because that one I did remember I enjoyed that show. It was pretty funny. Mega's XLR, that's a funny one. Sophia's weapon animation is way too good for her. Nah, Sophia Dev is chilling in the back with that one. Alright, we'll go ahead and burn this last torch and then we'll hop out of here. I'll decide off camera which one of these two I'm going to take, if I even decide to take any of them. I guess we'll go for the bait. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bait with Pent first. I'm going to try to get Kanto control on him before anything else. Manga, not manager. Somebody made a typo there, or is that autocorrect? Yeah, the manga Getter Robo arc received anime 17 years later. Yeah, they do that sometimes. They take old anime and just give them, or old manga and give them an anime way after the fact. Tasho, you should watch TTGL. It's really cool. I mean, I tried to watch it. It was recommended to me way back in the day. And I watched the first episode, but it wasn't really my thing. I don't want to say I'm not into mecha because I have seen a couple of mecha shows before. But that one in particular isn't really one that was right up my alley. Lucrative Lucas says, Tacho, who's your favorite Fae unit? Who is my favorite Fae unit? That's a good question, actually. Who would it be right now? Probably Duo Nina. It's so fun using her, especially with the auto battle. Duo Nina is the one time I've ever seen the auto battle not suck. That just goes to show how good that unit is. If the computer doesn't suck using her, then that's a sign that she's a good unit. TTGL is my favorite anime of all time, and I'm a rom-com guy. But holy did I cry when Kitan died. I deadass cried for 5 episodes. Alright, well that's a spoiler, because I don't even know who that is. And if I was gonna watch it, now I know that they died. I'm just messing with you, though. Spoilers don't really bother me. I don't care. The whole spoiler thing, I feel like, has been blown way out of proportion. But yeah, maybe I'll get a second chance. Maybe I'd like it more now than when I watched it the first time. You gotta understand, the first time I watched it was in, like... It might have been 2012, I think, or 2011. I don't even remember, man. It's been a while since I tried to watch that show. But yeah, guys, I think that's a good place to call it. We managed to get some good skills on Eliwood and Pent. We managed to climb to the top of the tower, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep these builds. I'm definitely going to try to get some better stuff on them before this round closes out. But we'll just have to see if I can get the luck. So... thanks so much to everyone for stopping by and hanging out. We talked a lot of old school stuff there, so we were showing our age a bit in the chat there. But it is what it is. So this is your boy Tacho signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch y'all again